So please allow me to share with you my diagnosis of Donald Trump, why I feel he is the way he is. So when it comes down to it, I believe he's autistic. So there's a broad spectrum of characteristics for autism or qualities. Part of that is Aspergers, and I believe that's sort of the corner of autism that I would characterize Donald Trump. Some of the reasons why, well, Asperger's, or sufferers of Asperger's, often have a language deficiency. In that, I believe, fits the bill for him. In terms of oral language, the late night comedy hosts make hay with it, and it appears to be getting worse. He's watching some of his rallies. He seems to be talking in phrases rather than sentences. Sometimes there's little connection between one and the next, and sometimes it's incomprehensible what point he's actually trying to make. But that's not for written language. This is oral language. Another aspect of Asperger's is they often display a high degree of intelligence. Well, I believe that fits Donald Trump. You have to admit he has achieved a lot, and he's a very smart man. Now, at the high end of Asperger's is savants. He's not at that end, but I do believe he's very intelligent, and he's doing what he's doing because he's logically thought it out, contrary to what some people think. People with Asperger's often are socially awkward. Now, that doesn't fit the bill to Donald Trump totally, because actually he can be quite warm and endearing at times. But he seems to be out of touch with how people really see him. Case in point, when he was at the United Nations and he started bragging about how smart he is or what he's achieved better than anybody else, and people started laughing at him. He really didn't see how silly that was to make that distinction about himself. So he's sort of out of touch with the reality of who he is in the eyes of other people. That's how I find him rather socially awkward. But he can be quite charming in person, sort of thing. Another thing is he is OCD, obsessive-compulsive. He's like a dog with a bone. He won't let go. Let's face it, his attack on the press is non-stop, and it'll never stop. His decree that he did not lose the election, he's never going to change from that opinion, despite the fact that he's not the president now, and he did lose. So that's sort of, you can see he's not going to move off that line. He's stuck with that. But lastly, and this is more contentious and rather harsh, I don't believe he can connect with other people the way all of us do, in terms of empathy, sympathy, and that clearly distinguishes him to be very close, and this is a harsh description, as being a psychopath. Now, psychopaths learn their trade. They learn to be charming, and I believe he has, learned that. But that's one of the other key aspects, I believe, that puts him under the description of autism, in my view, as I see autism. Anyways, as harsh as that is, I'll go into more of that next time, into more detail. And also I want to go into the detail of what is the character, what are the quality traits of the people that are so endeared to him, despite everything that's happened. It seems confusing, and you see even the press is wondering, they just can't figure out why they follow him like they do. So anyways, that'll be for next time. In the meantime, take care.